Después de esta profunda conversación, damos paso a la intervención del consejero delegado de ING España y Portugal, Roel Huisman. Como sabemos, ING es un banco líder a nivel global en financiación sostenible y cuentan con una valiosa experiencia en el ámbito de la sostenibilidad que hoy vamos a poder conocer de primera mano. Hello, Roel, the floor is yours.
Hola everyone, I'm Roel Huisman and I'm the CEO for ING in Spain and Portugal. I'm delighted to be participating in this annual Congress of Multinacionales por Marca España. I'm sure that the ideas and proposals that we are addressing in this Congress will help shape the agenda for a new perspective for Spain. Let me briefly comment on one of the key proposals of the document, a new law on climate change and green transition. For us as multinational companies, it's important to count with a coherent and stable framework that will improve our capabilities and efforts for a low-carbon economy. We expect that the current bill includes a harmonized vision within the EU legal framework to power up the opportunities that a transition to a circular economy means in terms of investments and in terms of competition. Because after all, sustainability and circular economy are opportunities that our societies cannot let go. Denying one of the biggest challenges of our times would be to turn our backs on reality. Let's join forces and actively seek partnerships on this matter. I'm convinced that we can make a real impact if we join forces. Personally, I'm proud and happy to represent a company which is highly committed to sustainability, as also expressed through our corporate purpose, to empower our customers to stay a step ahead in life and in business. Because ultimately, that is what we aim to do as ING. We've been present in Spain for close to 40 years in commercial banking and over 20 years in retail banking. Our history during these decades has been a history of continuous change, a story of innovation, a story of challenging the status quo, and a story of setting new standards in banking. Of course, we have faced different economic realities throughout these years, and now yet again we are facing a new crisis. But rather than me getting you depressed or upset about that prospect, or about that reality if you like, let me share 3 key elements which in my view will make all the difference as we are aiming for a post-COVID economic recovery. A recovery which should make us stronger, more capable, and, last but not least, more sustainable. First of all, digitalization. Going digital is clearly a sign of our times. That was already the case, but the pandemic has further accelerated this process. For example, in terms of ordering and doing everything from our homes, instead of going to shops, companies, or in our case, bank branches. Or paying with digital means, cards and mobile phones, rather than using cash. As customers and companies discover the ease of doing things digitally, we expect that most of these behavioral changes will be structural. That is nothing to worry about. It's just another opportunity to allow innovation to drive progress. An opportunity for modernization, an opportunity to invent new processes and procedures, to take away unnecessary barriers and complexities, to make services easier with better decisions and with more efficiencies. Second topic, the ability to adapt, the ability to deal with the rising uncertainty, with the ever faster changes and with the ever faster moving trends. This requires our companies and institutions to become more agile, to become more capable of continuously adjusting ourselves to new realities. In many industries, including the banking sector, this requires a fundamentally different approach, a different organizational design, and a different mindset and culture. Instead of the command and control, the rules, the regulations, and the boundaries that came with the traditional hierarchical corporate model, it's now all about freedom of thought, about collaboration, about room for creativity, about the value of the outcome, and about welcoming new ideas. What it takes is empowering our employees, aligning them on a clear purpose, creating multidisciplinary teams, and making these teams accountable for the output to deliver to our customers, whilst giving them much more flexibility and autonomy on the decisions that need to be made to get there. So far, I've spoken about digitalization and about the ability to adapt. In order to succeed with those important themes at the level of our society and economies, We cannot work each for ourselves, but we have to do it through many and through strong public-private partnerships, bringing together our strengths and bringing together our capabilities. Let's put together what everyone does best, the true power of collaboration. Such active collaboration is particularly relevant for the third topic, sustainability. Because let's face it, in the long run, the biggest societal challenge, without any doubt, is climate change. As a global bank, we not only feel a huge responsibility, but we also see a huge opportunity to make an impact for the better. But as I just said, accelerating change is certainly something that we cannot do alone. And that's why we work on building coalitions, sharing research-based knowledge, being part of international and local initiatives, such as the Principles for Responsible Banking, or the Spanish collective commitment to climate action. Clean energy and smart infrastructures, they are at the heart of a climate-neutral, post-corona economy. Sustainable growth can be accelerated by innovating and scaling up the electrification of transport and the technologies related to the energy transition, such as clean hydrogen and circular technologies. As ING, we're working to finance this change, to share knowledge and to use our influence on this cause. It's in our commercial activities where we believe we can have the biggest impact. As a lender, as an investor, and through the advisory services that we offer to our customers. This is altogether what we call sustainable finance. We need to help our clients to understand and tackle the risks and the opportunities that environmental change implies. Strengthening our customer resilience to climate change is in the interest of our customers, but also in the interest of our shareholders, and ultimately, of course, in the interest of society. So it's a win-win-win. And in our role as an intermediary, which is in the simplest form still at the heart and the core of a bank, we can contribute to change the direction of capital, steering and canalizing financial funds towards more sustainable business initiatives. And as such, supporting our clients, big companies and institutions, towards a sustainable transition of their business models. Let me share you some key initiatives and some key achievements. Our corporate and investment bank was the pioneer at the creation of a dedicated sustainable finance team, which launched green loans, sustainable bonds, and other innovative products. By now, we structured more than 4 billion euros in sustainable bonds, helping multiple corporate, financial, and institutional clients. For example, this year, we were the sole structurer in the inaugural green bond of Red Eléctrica Española, one of the companies through which more investments will be channeled in the next years in order to integrate the entire renewables pipeline. And just some weeks ago, we've participated in the second sustainable bond issue for the Basque Country this year, where a portion of the proceeds will also be used to support the regional healthcare system under the current COVID pandemic. We've also participated in the issue of more than 20 green loans for a total of 10 billion euros. We've contributed to finance the value of 2.9 billion euros in renewable energy in Spain, generating close to 2,000 megawatts of renewable energy. And we recently advised Sonnedix and financed 140 million euros in their solar power plants as part of their expansion program in the renewable energy sector. But before I keep boasting about what we did in financing sustainable change, it is just as important to know how and to know when to say no, or yes, but. That's why we examine each transaction, applying strict social, ethical, and environmental criteria. And sometimes we decide to not finance certain operations or to require sustainability improvements to be made first. For example, a few weeks ago, we published our target to reduce our financing to upstream oil and gas by nearly 20% compared to the 2019 levels. So it's not just by preference for sustainable investments or loans, or by advising and incentivizing sustainable loans or business transitions, it's also by simply choosing what to do less or what to do not at all. We're truly committed to make our money matter and to understand the impact of our financing. Sustainability is inherent to our purpose of empowering people to stay a step ahead in life and in business. And in this fight, all help is little, but also all help is welcome. So we're looking forward to engaging with our clients, with partners, with governments, and with other stakeholders, all working together to make a difference. Please see that as extending an open invitation to all of you. Thank you very much. And thank you for this fruitful and inspiring event today. I hope to see you soon.